going to go straight into the big boys. Ladies and gentlemen, uh, just so you know, yeah, Yagi is going to be on ground. Yagi is going to go and watch this fight for us. Yagi, which city is the fight going on again?
It's in Houston.
Yeah. So in Houston, yeah, we have Israel Adesanya versus uh Whittaker. That's Robert Whittaker at UFC 271 on February 12th for the UFC middleweight title. This is the second time. This is a very interesting fight. Adesanya won the first fight, but for some reason, people are saying that Adesanya got lucky, coming up with excuses. How do you KO somebody and people will still be talking? I think that really pissed Adesanya off. However, I'm not writing Whittaker off. I'm not disrespecting him in any ways. The thing is, if you fight, if you are in a fight and you did not put up a good enough fight and you lose by KO like that, you get outstriked. I don't know. I don't understand why people would. Anyways, I do understand why people would. Sorry, guys, I'm rambling because he after that fight, Whitaker went on a 3-fight winning streak, and he fought his way back into the title contention. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting fight. But before I continue rambling, I'm just going to pass the mic over to my boy Yagi. Yagi, what is your take about this whole fight?
I think this fight will be slightly a bit more competitive than the first fight because as much as I don't want to say the word I don't like Robert Whittaker. I respect him as a fighter,
Mm-hmm.
but I understand some of the things that he had to go through that first fight.
Mm-hmm.
Going into that first fight, he was coming out, I think 2 years off, something like a year and a half off, and he
Mm-hmm.
was fighting an Easy that had a lot of hype with him. So that kind of got him more emotional.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in this fight, he's going to implement his grappling
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to try to rely on that. But the
Mm-hmm.
biggest mistake he's making is he's following the game plan of Jan Blacko
Yeah, he has
against
made that
Easy.
popular. Mm-hmm.
And he's forgetting that Jan was way bigger than Easy.
Mm-hmm.
So look at Vettori, who's more tailored like Jan. He couldn't get Easy down. So
Mm-hmm.
he's falling into a scenario where if option A doesn't work, he's mentally defeated. And when you're
Mm.
mentally defeated against a sniper like Easy, you're in trouble. So
Mm.
I personally think Easy wants to make a statement in this fight. He made a post a couple weeks ago talking about if you haven't watched my fights, tune in this year. I am going to leave bodies. So Easy is very serious with this fight.
Mm.
Honestly, if I give my prediction, this will be my prediction.
Mm-hmm.
Easy submits him in round three. Whitaker is going to shoot for that takedown. This is what I think, because if you look at the way Jan
Uh-huh.
Blachowicz fought Easy, Jan didn't shoot for the takedown till round four, round five, and round three.
Mm-hmm.
Almost similar to what Ngannou did to Whitaker. Ngannou did to Gan, right?
Mm.
Strike with him early, then switch it up on him.
Mm-hmm.
That is what I think Whitaker is going to do. Strike with him early, but be patient in his striking. So the first 2 rounds is just going to be Easy tearing up Whitaker's lead leg. And Whitaker trying to go in 1-2 head kick. Third round, Whitaker is going to start shooting. He will shoot the first one, Easy defends it. Shoot the second one, Easy gets him in the rear naked choke. It's over. If you look at Easy's IG, that's what or his YouTube story, that's what he's practicing, that rear naked. So I'm seeing that he's going to shoot in against the cage, Easy's going to snatch the neck, boom, it's over. Joe Rogan, DC, and John Anik will give us one of their legendary fights responses. Easy's about to choke him.
Okay, okay, okay.
I have seen it in my head. So, but yeah, Easy round three submission. The whole
Eh,
arena will go crazy.
okay, talking about visualization, my take on Adesanya and Whitaker. As you said, as you said, I also think it would be more competitive, which I think everybody else is thinking. So, but please, do you know the betting lines for this fight? What are the odds? Do you know that?
I don't know the odds. I'm sure Easy is going to be a favorite. I
Maybe a
can look it
slight,
up real quick.
maybe like
Mm-hmm.
a hundred plus favorite, a minus 100. Anyway,
They're
so
losing more than that. But
yeah. So we cannot count Whittaker out. Whittaker is very, very technical with his striking and mixing it up with his wrestling recently, as we've seen. And he has already mentioned, and not anonymously, he mentioned it himself that Jan Blahovic has already showed us how to beat Adesanya, which only means that he's planning on wrestling. And one thing we know is that has a very high percentage of takedown defense. That was before his fights against Jan Blahovic. You understand why Jan had success on the takedowns, because he was more powerful and heavier. So I do think that Whitaker is not stupid. I know that wrestling is part of his plan, is part of his strategy. But the way that guy throws some combinations, you see how technical Easy is because of his kickboxing background with how he mixes up his kicks and his punches. Yo, Whitaker too has some crazy technical combos that I've seen in his last three fights. You understand? He literally broke this guy's arm. What is his name? Jared Cannonier, with just a kick, bro. So as tiny and as soft as you see him, that dude has packs a lot of power. You can see how heavy his legs are as well. So, anyways, easy have seen them all in kickboxing. But when we talk about prediction, I think that Easy will get this at by unanimous decision. I don't think I think Whitaker will be too careful to let himself be exposed. I think Easy would stuff many takedowns, but Whitaker would get some takedowns through, and I think that those would win him maybe some points in some certain rounds. But in 5 rounds, I see Easy taking more rounds than him, maybe 3-2 or maybe 4-1. So I see Easy winning this fight by unanimous decision. What are your thoughts, guys? If you could tell us your thoughts down in the comment section. And Yagi, what do you think about my prediction?
I think, and this is going to sound like me being a hater, but I'll tell you how it is. If we want to be truthful, everyone keeps saying, "Oh, Whitaker showed a lot of improvement in his last three fights against Udo. He fought Darren Till.
Mm-hmm.
Darren Till dropped him in that fight, 1 round against him, bloodied him. Many
Mm-hmm.
people thought Darren Till won that fight 3 rounds to 2. He ended up winning 3 rounds to 2, but it was a war, and that's Darren Till. Darren Till couldn't even lay a glove on Woodley. Darren Till lost to Blond Bronson.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, looking at that, then he fought Cannonier coming off a year later.
Mm-hmm.
3 rounds fight, but Cannonier wobbled him in the third round. So I start to worry, is it that he can't easily be hit? Then his last fight that everyone's so amused about was against Gastelum. When was the last time Gastelum won a fight? Had he gone in and beat someone like Vittori or someone like Paulo Costa, then I'll be like, okay, yeah, you're actually beating the number 2 or the number 3 guy in the division. He's beating guys who are not really top tier. So I think it's going to be a longer fight, and I think it's only going to be a longer fight because he is not going to push the pressure. Easy is very comfortable with letting you work and countering off you. And I think this will look like the Romero fight early, where Whitaker is just calm, waiting for him to come in to try and take him down. And takedowns is not Whitaker's game. If you look at Whitaker's fights, that's not his game. So when you try to do something that's not you, you're going to find yourself in scenarios where he probably gassed off before the third round is over. That's if he makes it that long. But I stick with my prediction. Easy by submission. Easy has never lied to me. When Easy tells me things is going to happen, it's going to happen. And I feel like Easy is going to submit him.
Okay, okay. I am not as crazy as you are, Yagi. I don't see. I would not predict that a striker would win by submission, but not that is a crazy thing to happen. But I think unanimous decision. Yagi, should we bet something? Eh?
Yeah,
Since
let's
we are
bet
both
something
since
on
we are
it.
both saying that Easy is
Yeah.
going to win, since we are both saying Easy
I
would
won't
win, I
even be
say you.
surprised if Easy shoots on him. Have you seen Easy's YouTube? Have you seen Easy's YouTube videos? His training videos.
Yeah.
He's training grappling more than he's training strike.
Okay.
That is the last thing that Whittaker will expect. When you're going into a fight, you do what your opponent's last thought will be. Masvidal never thought Usman would stand up and strike with him. The takedown was in his head. Gan never thought Ngannou would wrestle him. So watch what Israel will do to this guy.
Oh, yeah,
Take off
now.
that lead leg, he'll start shooting, grab his neck.
Anyways, we've spent enough time on this one, ladies and gentlemen. You've both heard both our predictions. We are the African fighters. In case you are wondering why we don't really sound very biased. Honestly, Yagi is kind of holding it down, and he's been a bit partial. It's me that is being impartial with these predictions. However,
Come on, Africans!